Hey guys, it's the Crafting Cow, and in order to move through these videos a bit faster, I have a new idea on how to make them. I'm going to show you guys some time lapses a bit slower than my TikToks and talk you guys through what I'm doing in them. So, starting off today, we have the tree we made last time, and I'm going to start working on a base to go around it. I started out with a circle of grass, then added a circle of spruce leaves as bushes around it, then added this circle of brick around that. That's going to be my path. I haven't textured it yet, but I will be doing that soon. If you struggle with making circles, here's a helpful guide from Look a Squirrel on Reddit, but I usually just do it off instinct, working on it till it looks good. I worked on making that bigger for a bit, then added a pathway jutting off and a cobblestone base for a house. I added spruce logs as potential framing, but abandoned that idea for more room inside using walls and fences in the corner of my base. Next, I filled the floor with cobblestone and put up some spruce planks on the side, leaving spaces for windows. I added some more fences near the framing to bolster it a bit, then textured the floor, adding stairs up front. I textured the walls and added some stairs around the room, just adding detail. Next, I added another row on the walls and textured it. I moved back to the path, texturing the brick. If you don't know how to texture, I have a video all about it, I will link it below. I added a door frame inside and out, but I ended up scrapping it because I didn't like it very much. Next, I started on the roof, which I went back and forth on what I wanted for the design. I settled on the snowy design right over the framing, so I can squeeze a whole lot of buildings in really tight. I ended up making my building 1 block wider both ways so I can improve my roof a bit, make it the same style as my ice fishing cabin roof. I kept everything else the exact same, just bigger. I made the walls taller to fill out all the way to the roof and added some taller windows, then framing on both the windows and door. After that, I moved on to the interior. I put down some green beds sticking to the pallet and added an enchantment corner. I'm not going to talk through all the details because you can see them. Feel free to pause if I'm moving too fast. I added some item frames by the bed for a map wall, a table to fill the main area, and some storage in the back wall. I realized I'd forgotten to detail the outside of the right-hand wall, so I did that, added a furnace area which you can't see here, and some more storage opposite that. Next, I filled in the roof with spruce, but it looked kind of bland, so I textured it and added these linings across the top out of dark oak. That's my first elf house. I'm really happy with it, so from there I just repeated the process. I made sure my base for this one was 9x9, odd numbers, so I wouldn't have to fix it after the fact. One of my biggest mistakes in the villages I've made so far is having paths that just lead directly to houses, when houses tend to exist more in clusters, so I'm not going to run path between these two. I want the path to look really natural, so I bent the path to fit with the house, then moved on to my next house. I've been varying the base shape to make the rooftops more interesting. You can see that I'm not building the same way every time. If I did that, I'd get super bored, so I switched it up. I tried to do some cool redstone work, but it didn't work, so ignore that. After I finished the house, I extended the path and added a campfire and dog sled. The dog sled design is directly from Admirable's MC on Instagram. He makes some dope stuff, definitely go check him out. I ended up swapping the campfire for a tree and switching the placement of the two. Instead of building more houses in a row, I decided to plan out some more houses, making the base and putting down the path. I kept working on these buildings, filling their bases and adding walls. I had to move one of my bases over to make more room. Sometimes what I put down first doesn't work. If you guys want a better tutorial on how I do interiors, comment below. I added a loft in this house, which I really liked how it turned out. I finished up these houses and voila, we got ourselves a Christmas village. I will be continuing this series, adding some more stuff until the end of December. Check out all my social media linked below, check out my merch and my Redbubble, click on another video there, and the rest of the series there. Like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts, I read every single one. Thanks for watching, peace.